Hey everybody, great to be learning with you today as we continue our studies of Hilchot Shabbat and examine the concept of Meamer Bundling as we explore the 7th chapter of Masechet Shabbat. So our goals for today are to define the concept of Meamer, and once we do that, to examine some applications of this malacha as it concerns modern day events. So first, the definition. Meamer refers to any act of binding, of bundling sheaves, where by bundling them together, you would take something that is loose and arrange it into a single form. Now, in the times of the Mishkan, this referred to the bundling of wheat, typically, as it concerned the process of making bread, as we've studied before. Those malachot that we've seen have that in common. It could also refer to the bundling of herbs together. Those herbs could have been used to create the dyes from which various items in the Mishkan were colored. So either way you look at it, bundling something on Shabbat with the purpose of taking something loose and making it arranged into a single item is forbidden. And some practical applications of this include stringing beads, like those blocks that have holes in them that you can string through, or beading diamond necklaces, or the fake diamond necklaces that some kids do. Or another application could be raking leaves. You're taking things that are loose and you're putting them into one pile. Even though you're not technically bundling them with a string, you are bringing order and arrangement to something that is loose. Now, whether or not Meamer applies on a D'oraita level or a D'Rabbanan level is very interesting. And in order for Meamer to apply on a D'oraita level, you would have to intend to keep the finished bundled product. It would be the kind of thing that you would bundle together for the purpose of using that bundle and intending to keep it. Now, in addition to wanting to keep the finished product, the bundle must not come undone easily. If the bundle does not come undone easily, then you have done Meamer. If it does easily come undone, or if you don't intend to keep the finished product, then you have not done Meamer on a D'oraita level. For it to be D'Rabbanan, you would have to not intend to keep that bundled product or not intend to use it when it's all done, and similarly not want to tie it in such a way that it will stay attached. If the bundle comes undone easily, or if you don't intend to keep it, then you've only done Meamer on a D'Rabbanan level. But whether or not Meamer applies at all is really subject to 4 conditions. So let's quickly look at those 4. The first time Meamer applies is if the items that you're bundling grow from the ground. That excludes items that are synthetically produced, things that are made in a machine or things that are made through some other mechanical process. Meamer would not apply to those things. It would only apply to things that grow from the ground. Similarly, Meamer would have to apply in the place where those things grew. So in the case of leaves, with raking leaves, you would bundle those leaves, presumably in the place where they fell from the tree. And since those leaves came from a tree that grew from the ground, Meamer could theoretically apply in that situation. Furthermore, there are 2 other cases and conditions where Meamer would or would not apply. It would only apply if these items have not been bundled previously. So for example, if something was already bundled previously, then came unbundled, and then you bundled it again, that would not be Meamer. Meamer only applies to the first time something is bundled together. So take the case of the leaves. Since those leaves have never been bundled or raked together in the first place, they would be subject to Meamer since they had not ever been raked before. But if you had raked a pile of leaves and then the wind blew them away and then you rake them again, you have not done Meamer. And similarly, the 4th condition, Meamer only applies when items are in their original state, not changed, not altered in any way. And so take the case of the leaves are in their original state, and for that reason, Meamer would apply in those situations. So here we have 4 conditions where Meamer would apply. We have seen some practical examples of both Meamer D'Oraita and D'Rabbanan, and when we get back together in class, we will have an opportunity to explore some of these questions and issues in greater detail. Looking forward to learning with you when we return.